Hey everyone, this is Julian from the Binary Lab, and in this video I'm going to be talking about a broker, Bank-de-Binary. Okay, this is some hot news, and as you know, I've previously done 2 videos on this broker and mentioned them as well in another video regarding withdrawal problems as well. In my previous videos, I talked about how they go around legally ripping off their clients, even though as a regulated entity. And in a more recent video, I talked about how the incident came about where they got their Cysec and IFSC licenses revoked. So basically, this broker gone from regulated to unregulated. Bank-de-Binary is one of the very popular brokers out there. I wouldn't say they're good, they're just very popular. The reason why they're popular is because they pay very huge commissions to people who recommend them, and there are a lot of affiliates out there who are just in it for the money, and they push them to this broker. The reason why we never ever worked with this broker before is because I'm very well aware of their high pressure selling techniques, which I discussed in this video. You can check it out later. And high pressure techniques, and also using signals to bait people, making more investment, tying them to a bonus deposit, etc. And basically, causing mental duress. Okay. So the latest news to hit regarding this broker, and I really hope that at this point of time, if you have an account with this broker or know anyone with money in this broker, you really want to pay attention right now. So the latest news from Finance Magnates, one of the websites in this industry, I'll send you the link in the video description as well, is that Bank-de-Binary is going to close down. So they're shutting down for good. A Cysec official has confirmed this, and someone within the company is saying that it's just not worth the tarnished reputation. I don't see how we can continue operating under such a scrutiny and public image. Okay, but here's the thing. It doesn't mean that just because, let's say, okay, if they're a bunch of bad eggs, even if they're going out of the industry, it's not necessarily a good thing. Okay, because you never know how they can re-emerge as a different entity as well. But let's go through this article as well. So over here it says that all client funds are being sent back to the original source. We're just waiting for official announcement from the board to begin the process. And so they're literally about to kill a $500 million company, or even worse, the icon of the binary industry. Okay, so they were one of the first companies, and that's why they got so popular as well, offering $1 trading too. And but over the years, they started getting a lot of complaints in the industry, which they actually get people to try to plaster up in order that it doesn't look so bad. So let's go further down here, and they've been under scrutiny of many regulators lately, and they were forced to pay $11 million to U.S. authorities after years of investigations regarding the illegal targeting of U.S. customers. Okay, and now they've also been recently ordered to pay a fine. Okay, when they had to pay a fine of 350,000 euros. And this was a settlement with the CFTC, just for pulling up the U.S. markets. Okay, and there's also another article about this one. It's going to give a bit more insight about Bank-de-Binary. But like I said, if you wish to get more information on them, you can check out my previous videos on this broker. I'll put them in the video description as well. So analysis, okay, the fact that this is going out, it gives opportunities for other brokers to come open. Some people are concerned, okay, if a major name like this goes down, what is that going to mean for binary option trading? Well, I think it's actually a very good move that the regulation is finally catching up with some of the bad eggs out there. But the bad news is this, okay? And let's have a look at this article too. Okay, so over here it says that it's announced as closing doors. Clients receive deposits back. They may start looking for new sources to place their bets. More brokers are charging up with their campaigning efforts. And now let's look into over here. Okay, so Bank-de-Binary has been going for this angle. Okay, so this angle is providing big ticket clients with bonuses in order to entice them to deposit their funds. So after the bonus was credited to the account, the terms and conditions associated with the bonus took effect, and a client had to roll over his deposit up to 30 times in order to withdraw the funds from the account. So, okay, in the industry, underestimated that the consequence of this, clients has deposited substantial amounts, upwards of 10,000 euros, and they've been complaining a lot to the regulators around the world. So this has been a very big problem, and that's what drew the scrutiny to get the investigations done to actually shut a broker down. And the big clients, if you look in my previous video over here, I literally have some exchanges between the broker and the client, where you guys can actually see from the screenshots which I show in the video, where there's a conversation where the brokers literally think that they can get away. Bank-de-Binary representative think he can get away with ripping the client off, but they underestimated that the broker, with their clients, these so-called bigger clients, they will actually take legal action against the broker to reclaim their deposits, to claim that they were treated unfairly. Okay, and so they look into issues of this modern clicking and agree and next. It's played against the rational interests, and let's look at targeting new clients. Okay, so the main goal of brokers should shift away from going after high net worth clients, because they're the most problematic for the industry. Okay, so they're looking towards smaller clients. Okay, so this is what I showed you about over here. Is basically about how the business model has been with this broker and some of the brokers out there too that are probably about to go next. The affiliate messages about flashy cars, new houses, and new lives should remain in the past in binary options industry to succeed. Okay, I'm very happy to see this this paragraph in this article, because many a time when we talk about binary options, people are always showing they're always showing all these flashy cars, how you can get rich quick, turn $10,000 or turn 1,000 into 10,000 within like 1 or 2 weeks. How like $500 can be a 2K a week income, and all this is just very plain misleading for the industry. So that's not the way it should be. And with the regulators stepping up, I think it's going to be cleaning up this industry. It's going to make it harder and harder for all these, pop up behind your screen, whatever they call it. They'll say that, they see your IP address. They'll say, okay, you're in Belgium. Okay, the Belgium method. They see in Malaysia, Malaysian method, Singapore method, Aussie method. All these stupid pop-up programs that are basically just robots to siphon money from your binary options account. They're going to find it harder and harder to operate, because eventually the brokers that want to work with these affiliates are eventually going to be forced to stop working in this manner. And in the future, I think what's going to happen is that people are going to when binary options continues, it's going to be because of places that operate like the Binary Lab, where we actually teach people how to trade, put them in a community where they can feed off each other's interests and findings and improve their own personal trading. So it's more about risk disclosure, that people know what risks are involved in binary options, and at the same time, like how they can make money on a very steady basis if they actually set their minds to learn a proper method and to trade properly. Okay, and I want to show you guys what people in the Binary Lab have to say about this incident. Okay, and it was because of this being shared in my group on Facebook that I came to know about this incident. Okay, so this is my group, the Binary Lab, and recently there's this piece of news over here. Someone asked, Bank-de-Binary is just shutting down. Will Julian Wong talk about this? So that's me right here. So over here is nothing discussed. We never used them, and he hated them. So I hated Bank-de-Binary. You know why. I have videos on that explaining just why. Okay, and so Mandy over here says they started in December. They're doing scam stuff with auto trading. Someone says good riddance. Okay, I say second your comment. Okay, one of our members also went into the Bank-de-Binary site, clicked the link to request to withdraw funds, and he got directed to a page to make an application to open an account. So for people who have money there, and I hope Edward didn't have too much money in their broker, if you're watching this and you have an account with them, I really suggest you start looking into taking money out of the broker. And I hope you find a proper way of doing it. I hope your account manager is reachable, and I hope you can do this in some way, okay? Because like he mentions, I can also imagine that tons and tons of requests will not be honored. It's very easy for the broker to just not pay out the money, close down, dissolve the company. I mean, being it private limited and all, they can just declare bankrupt, open a new entity, and there are plenty of funds to start up their marketing again, right? Why not? So that's what you got to watch for, okay? So here another member says, the Binary Lab never used them. They've always been on the do not use list. If you deposit with them, then you didn't do your homework. So someone says, what's the actual impact of binary trading in the future after this one of a big broker shut down? So they were never really big. Well, they were quite big, but just one of the first. But there are many other brokers that are also quite big as well that operate within the lines. This is another member. 2 years ago, he opened an account with them, deposited 6,000 with them. His account manager took trades for him on the account. And this is one of the reasons why, which I mentioned in this video, that they just had to go down eventually. So they took it down from 6,000 to 0 in 3 days. Watch my video to find out more about that. And he got so frustrated and ignorant at the time, he couldn't do anything about it. Just stay away from those fuckers. So everyone says, sorry to hear about, the original post says, sorry to read that, everyone suffers a loss in some way. Okay, and it was one of the first to get banned from the US as well. Now, if you guys are looking for proper ways to trade in binary options, well, for those of you who are outside the USA, I think the best route is really to check out some of the regulated binary option brokers. I have this post up there as well, and I have comments for every single broker as well. This is the one I use, 24 option. Okay, 24 option is the one I use for my webinars. I have my comments on them. ETX Capital, I have comments on them as well. You go check it. All these ones. Vantage is going through a revamp in their interface, and they're currently using Tech Financial as well, but they may be moving to something else. I heard they're having migration this period of time. Bull Binary is another broker that is Cysec-Regulated. They're also out for the EU, and they also use the same interface, spot option V2, same as bank-de-binary. So if you're currently in bank-de-binary, you like the interface, but you just don't want to be hard sold all the time. You want cooperative, account managers. This is one you could look at because they're $1 trading, which is exactly the same as what bank-de-binary gives as well. And ultimately, a lot of these brokers are well aware that they're not actually out there fishing for big clients. So I think that is one of the new modifications in the operating permitted operating ways of these regulated brokers, and they do not employ these tactics. Or at least I have not heard that these brokers that we have on this list have been employing any of those dirty tactics that bank managers are using. Okay, so I have all the links from that I've shown in this video inside of the video description. Look out for that. And by the way, let's say if you are looking for a good group of people to join to learn binary options trading, over here in Binary Lab, we have webinars on a daily basis, unless there's market activity that we don't like. Over here, as mentioned, I canceled a session because the price action was not good. So a lot of people would just be trying to trade even when the times are not the best. And I basically strive to try to make it as easy as possible, and I make people feel as supported as possible in their journey to make a living out of binary options trading. And a community is the best way to do it. We have a group as well that people discuss trading all day long. And if you need support, this is where you can get a good exchange of information, a good exchange of when people are going in and out of the markets, when people are winning, struggling, so that you guys can kind of get in the action as well. If you're serious about trading, stop looking at robots, auto trading services, and people talk about things like Gemini app, Auto Trader, Optech, Mike's Auto Trader, all kinds of stuff. You know what? Option bot. I think the best route is really to learn and do it yourself. And I want to just end that this is exactly what the regulators believe is the direction for the future. So if you are looking for a proper way to do well in this industry, you're along the right place. I have a lot of video information on this you can check out in the Binary Lab, and go through these links shared in the video description, because that's going to really help you out and get you aware of what to do, and also how to recognize the signs. Okay, I'm Julian Wong. If you felt this video is helpful to you, share this video and spread the word about this broker going out of business. Bye for now, and be careful.